Let's welcome to the show. It is her debut, the former Education Secretary Betsy DeVos under former President Trump. Betsy, a pleasure to have you on. This is your debut. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Liz. It's great to be on.
Hey, Betsy, what do you think? Do you think the Supreme Court will rule against the president's $500 billion student loan bailout? They seem really skeptical. It's being called a flagrant unconstitutional abuse of power.
Yes, I do think so. And I had the privilege of being in the courtroom yesterday to hear the arguments for both of the cases. And while there was a lot of questioning around standing, there was also a lot of questioning around the legality and the separation of powers issue. This really is a matter for Congress. If Congress ever wanted to forgive massive amounts of student loans, but the president has taken it upon himself to decide to do this, and rightfully is being challenged in doing so. I believe it will be ruled out of bounds and unconstitutional.
That's really interesting. So, you know, to your point, I mean, who else will the president decide gets a bailout? I mean, car loan borrowers, credit card holders?
Well, you know, it was clear that he saw the politics and tried to wrap it in a policy that sounded good. Lots of young people thought it would be a great idea to have their student loans erased. But the reality is there is an issue with higher education costs and the runaway costs around higher ed, as well as the whole student lending process, which we brought, a lot more sunshine to in office and had ideas for actually dealing with. We don't need a nationalized student lending system, which is what we've had since 2010 when the Obama administration really federalized all student lending. And it's not working, and it's not working for too many students, to be fair. But this is not an issue about that. This is about whose power it is to make those decisions, and it is not the executive's power.
You know, to your point, let's get your reaction to teachers union boss Randi Weingarten. She's accused of having a meltdown on the steps of the Supreme Court. Then you're going to watch Americans disagreeing with her. Watch this.
Big businesses were hurting, and we helped them, and it didn't go to the Supreme Court to challenge it. All of a sudden, when it's about our students, they challenge it, the corporations challenge it, the student loan lenders challenge it. That is not right, that is not fair, and that is what we are fighting as well when we say cancel student debt.
I'm currently not a fan because that's just going to make everyone else's taxes higher because someone's going to have to pay for it.
I don't really think the government can say, oh, this person doesn't have to pay when the next door neighbor already paid theirs.
I keep on thinking about all the people who paid their loan back, and then all of a sudden there's this gift to some other people.
For myself, who's had student loans before, then I will kind of, in some kind of way, I would be like, damn, I wish I would have had it at my time.
I haven't been putting into a 401k because I've been aggressively paying off my student loans.
How's it going to help anybody in the future that wants to go to school? And then how do you bring the cost down? And that's really the main thing.
Okay, here's the thing. Betsy, Randi Weingarten supported shutdowns of schools. She supported shutdowns of businesses. They did not ask for lockdowns that threw 22 million out of work. You know, Betsy, to your point, Democrats, they like to talk about root causes. Why aren't they going after the root cause behind high tuition debt? To your point, it's college tuition gouging for college bling, like five-star hotel dorm rooms. Betsy, we looked into it. We're going to show it. Colleges are blowing money on luxury saunas, spas, free tanning beds, hot tubs, and more.
And in addition to all of those luxuries and add-ons, they also are spending a lot more on administrative staff that has nothing to do with instruction and everything to do with political correctness. You know, the University of Michigan has more DEI staff than they have history professors. And when you think about the mismatch between the costs of education and what students are actually getting, more and more are really questioning the wisdom and the value of pursuing higher education in the current scenario.
Yeah, to your point, it's also, I think you're for school choice, and also you're for, just go to a trade school, right? We should support trade schools as well. Final word.
Absolutely. We should be supporting every path for every adult to seek what is best for them and going to be most fulfilling. And that includes a valued education, a value education. And we need to be supporting them all.
Got it. Betsy DeVos, come back soon. It was great having you on.